Welcome to our channel. In this video we will learn about how to use the string operations command in the Automation Anywhere with multiple live examples. And if you have any other queries or thoughts, send it to mylearningtricks@gmail.com. So let's start. We can use this command to manipulate any kind of text strings or extract particular part of a string and store it in a variable. So using this command we are going to manipulate the text strings and extract a particular strings also. So let's start. In the workbench you can see string operations command. When you expand this, you can see the subcommands of before and after, compare, find, join, length, lowercase, uppercase, replace, reverse, split, substring, trim, and the other actions. So let's start with before and after. So maximum we are using this command for text extraction as well as the text manipulation. So before and after command. So let's assume we are having some text, something like this is My Learning Tricks, our channel name. Perfect. So in the below we are having before text box. So you should know how the before and after function is working. So now my requirement is I need to extract only the particular text, the highlighted learning text to be extracted in the assigned to the variable. For that, before learning, what the text we have? My. After that we have tricks, right? So we need to use my in the before text box, and after should be tricks. So in between the characters I need, which means before I have a my and after that I have tricks. So between that learning is available. So I need to extract the particular character. And the logical operator, we have two options. One is or and the and. Or is nothing but either before or after is matching, it will display the results. The and condition, it should match both the conditions, such as before should be available and the after should be available. Then only you can see the results, or else you will get some errors. You cannot see the results. So now at this time we can use the and condition, since we can see my and the tricks is available in our text string. So we can use. And number of characters to be extracted, which means if you want to limit the number of characters, you can limit the number of characters, which means the learning which has 2, 4, 6, 8 characters, right? So if you want to limit as 6 or 5, something like that, you can limit the characters, or else leave it. Trim the extracted text. So we are going to extract the particular text. So if you want to trim the text, you can do that. And remove enter from the extracted text. If there is any enter is available in the extracted text, it will remove this using this checkbox. If no match found, return source string or empty. So if we cannot find the values in the text string, what is the expected returns? So you can show the exact results as this is My Learning Tricks, or empty, you can display as empty. So I'll assign the output to a variable as prompt assignment, and I'll use the message box to display the prompt assignment. Drag and drop the message box and press F2, prompt assignment. Perfect. Click on insert, save the task, and will execute. So you can see the results. I am expecting the result as learning, because of in between my and tricks we have a learning. Okay, perfect. In the message box you can see message box displays the value as learning, since in between my to tricks we have a learning text. So using this command we have extracted. For an example, if you are assuming like one of the before and after text is not available in the source string, then you can use the or conditions. Using this you can extract either any one of this matching, it will show you the display the results. So we are good. We'll disable this command and compare. Using this command we can compare two text strings. So like this is My Learning Tricks. So I will copy and paste the same values in the string 2. It will compare string 1 and the string 2. Either you can use the variable also. You can insert variables using the F2 key. That's up to you. And here we have match case, which means case sensitive items. So here just we have copy pasted, so we can confirm there is no case sensitive. Everything is matching exactly. lowercase, uppercase, and everything is matching. So now we can see the results. I'm sure that I'll get the true values. So using the message box, I'll display. I have assigned the value to prompt assignment variable. So I'll save the task and will execute. Perfect. We got the true message since all the characters are exactly matching. There is no difference in the two items. So if you want to check, like, so now I have uppercase. I have changed the T into uppercase. So now what will happen is, now we have checked this checkbox match case, which means the case sensitive. It will validate with the string 1 and the string 2, compare string 2. Then it will display the message as false, since the case sensitive is not matching. The characters are not exactly matching. On the above we have a lower case and the bottom we have a upper case. Like the same, we can validate multiple kind of text using that. So now I will save and execute the task. Perfect. We got the results. Since the case sensitive, due to the case sensitive, T is caps over here and small letter over here. That's the reason. For the same, you can use the variable also. So next I will show you how to use the find function. So this is our channel. Okay, just I am using, this is our channel in the source string, and find string should be channel. Yeah, let's call it as channel. Just we are going to find whether the find string is available in the source string. Now we can validate the channel is available in the source string. Whenever the automation task is running, you cannot validate the task. Already if you capture any text from the web applications or anywhere, you want to find particular text, you can find the text using this command. And match case, here is also we have a case sensitive match case and the regular expression also. If you want to check this checkbox, you can check or leave it. Based on your scenario, you can use. And I will assign the output into variable, prompt assignment variable. Click on save and I will display the variable in the message box. It will find the particular text from the source string. That's very simple. For that you can use multiple options. 0, since here you can see we have mentioned match case. Here the C is uppercase and on the above source string the C is lowercase. That's what it's displaying as 0, which means it's not matching. So now we can see I have changed this to uppercase. This is also uppercase, find string also. So now we can see. Now it will find the extract value from the source string. Perfect. 13th, which means in the 13th character the value is available. You are trying to find one of the value from the source string, right? The particular character is available from the 13th character. Either you can validate 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it will be considered as a space also one of the character. So in each and every functions, the space also considered as a one character. Join. For the join, you cannot use any other variables. You can use only the mylist variable. In the mylist variable, you can see we have default item as my value 1, my value 2, my value 3. If you want to change this, you can change using the edit. List 1, list 2, list 3. I'll add one more variable. That's enough. List 4. So I have added 4 lists in the mylist variable. So I'll delete the final one. Done. I'll click on save. Join. So my current requirement is I need to join all the four lists in the one cell, which means one range. Within one range we need to join all the characters. So I'll assign this output into the prompt assignment variable. The delimiter, so the delimiter, either you can use comma, semicolon, any symbols you can use in the delimiter functions. So I'll display the values so you can see. I'll display in the prompt message box. Enable, click on save the task and execute the task. So the runtime window has been started. You can see the results. In the mylist variable, we are having list 1. In the line list of items, we are having in the mylist variables. But here in the same line, we are getting the results as list 1, comma, list 2, comma, list 3, comma, list 4. Something like that we are getting. The delimiter functions, why we have used is list 1, comma, right? So here if you would like to use hyphen symbol or underscore, any symbols you can use. So if I am changing this to hyphen, the comma is the default character for the delimiter. So here you can see list 1 hyphen, list 2 hyphen, list 3 hyphen. Like this you can see the results. So based on your expectation, you can change your delimiter concept. And length, it will display the number of characters available in the source string. So in the source string, I will mention this is my learning tricks. Then other keywords, something like that. Okay. Now I cannot identify the characters, how many characters available. So I will use the prompt assignment variable. I will assign the length variables, which means the number of characters. So it's really confusing. So now I can count 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Perfect. 26 characters are available in the source string. So now I need to assign the output to a variable, prompt assignment variable. I will assign. So I will assign the prompt assignment to message box now. Enable, save the task and will execute. The runtime window has been started. It will display the number of characters available within the particular source string. It means this is my learning tricks has 26 characters. Like the same, you can find any number of items. Either you want to use the insert variable in the source string, you can assign the insert variables. Yeah, here if you would like to assign any kind of other variables, such as now I'll assign the AI application path. So the AI application path is which is nothing but I'll display the value. It will display the application path of the particular automation anywhere tool. So first it will display the AI application path, then it will display the character of application path. Here you can see the application path is C users, something like that, and the characters. You can see 50 characters are available in the AI application path. You can see the length of any kind of characters. You can use any text or any variables in the lower case. This option will help you to convert all of your text values into lower cases. So I will update some values into uppercase. This is my learning. Okay, this is my learning. Just I have updated. This is my learning in the uppercase. Now I would like to change this into lowercase. For that, just use the source string and assign the output to a variable. This option will extract all the value, convert all the values into lowercase. So I'll assign the variable into prompt assignment and I'll display into message box. Save the task and will execute. The runtime window has been started. Now we can see the results. So in my task, I have updated the value as uppercase, but in message box, you can see all the character has been converted into lowercase. This is my learning. So everything is converted as lowercase. Perfect. Next, the uppercase. Like the same, lowercase will helps to convert all of your text string to lowercase. This will try to uppercase. This is my learning. Okay, I'll use this and I'll assign this to prompt assignment. Save the task and will execute. The runtime window has been started. Now you can see the results of this is my learning, which means the uppercase. In our task we have provided the lowercase letters. This is my learning, which is lowercase, and here you can see the results of this is my learning in the uppercase letters. So it will convert all of your text into uppercase formats. So I'll disable. Replace. Using this option you can replace any kind of text. So I'll use the same example. This is my learning. So I want to find the particular text from the source string. Into the source string I need to find this learning. If the particular text is available, then I need to replace as tricks. Okay. Then only I want to replace the text and start. If you want to start from first character or 50th character or 100th, something like that, if you feel the particular character is available after the 100th character, you can set the start, but it's optional. The count also optional. If you want, you can update the count, or else just leave it as it is. And the match case in the case sensitive formats. So if your source string is available in the case sensitive, if you want to identify based on that, you can check this checkbox or leave it regular expression also. And I'll assign the output to the prompt assignment variable and click on save. Now our simple task is, if the learning text is available in the source string, I need to replace the text with tricks. That's it. Very simple. I'll save this task and I'll display the variable in the message box. Save the task and will be executed. Yeah. The runtime window has been started. Now you can see this is my tricks. Since in our task we have provided the value as this is my learning, but after that it will find the keyword as learning. So what will happen is the task find the value as learning from the source string, then it replace. If the value learning is available, then it replaces as tricks. The particular text has been replaced successfully. So we have done. I'll disable this code. Reverse order. So it will reverse all of your text strings. This is my learning. I'll assign the output to same prompt assignment variable. Save the task and will be execute. The runtime window has been started. Now you can see the results. Perfect. So the value is available in the task is this is my learning tricks, but it has reversed all the characters. You can see this is my learning tricks. Everything is reverse format. In the reverse format, everything is available. So for some of the reasons we can use this. If you feel all the text has been available in the reverse format, then you can change into correct format using this reverse command. Split function. This function will split each and every character based on the delimiter concepts. So I'll show you. RPA, automation, training. So I have 3 text in the comma delimiter list, right? So RPA, automation, training. So using the comma delimiter, you can split each and every text. So I'll assign this to my list variable. Next I'll use the message box to display the my list variable. Definitely you need to use the loop function, then only you can display the my list variable. Since the first time the value has in the loop only, it will display all the values, or else you cannot display all the values. So done. Now we can save and execute the task. based on the delimiter function, something like comma, we have provided the delimiter. So based on the comma, it will display all the values RPA, automation, training. So in our task we have provided RPA comma automation comma training. So we have provided in the same line, but it's split the words using the comma delimiter function and assign this to MyList variable. So we have done the task. Disable this one. Substring. Using this function, you can get any of the variables. So I'll use the same. So now you want character from 5th character or 6th character. You can get it. The first 5 characters. If you want to omit that, if you want to remove the first 5 characters, you can remove. And the length, I want to extract only from the 6th character, and then I need only the 10 characters, 10 length I need, which means it will ignore THIS, then after that one space. So from is it will starts, then I need only the 10th characters within that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then until LEAR you will get the result, something like that. Is my lir, we can expect the results. Starts from, which is nothing but from which character you need to extract the informations. I need to extract the information from 6th character, and the length should be 10 characters. I need only the 10th character. From the 6th character, I need 10 characters in the source string. So I'll assign this to prompt assignment. I'll enable this and save this task and execute. The runtime window has been started. You can see the results. Is my LEAR. As I mentioned earlier, we can see the results in the message box. Is my LEAR, which means it started from 6th character, and we have limit the character 10. So in the length we have limit the character number as 10. So it displaying as, if you are not limit the characters, if the text box is empty, then it will display all the values from the 6th character. It will display all the values. Now the task has been executed. You can see the results. Is my learning. So whatever the characters are available after that 6th, everything will be displayed in the message box. So I'll disable. How to use the trim concept. So the trim function will help to remove the unwanted space or blanks, any kind of things. So this is my learning. After that, so intentionally I will put some space. You can see I have updated 4 or 5 spaces over here, and I need to trim the unwanted space. It will trim all the unwanted spaces. For that, just check this checkbox, trim from left, trim from right, which is nothing but now we have the extra spaces in the right. So if there is a extra spaces in the left, it will trim, and assign this to variable, any kind of variables, prompt assignment. Save the task and execute. Perfect. In the message box you can see there are no other spaces. After the learning there are no spaces, only the content is available. Using this you can trim all of your unwanted space in the particular source string. Hope you learned something. Really thanks for your time, and already have uploaded multiple videos about the automation in your commands, variables, and the other videos, as well as the other programming languages such as SQL, SQL, and the programming language such as Excel VBA, HTML, JavaScript, and the other videos. So when you have time, please watch all the videos, like and subscribe our channel. Really thanks for your time. Please subscribe our channel. Bye bye.